What is this plus? This is an impromptu live, y'all. Impromptu. I didn't plan it. I was going to record a video and I was like, let me just go live because y'all, I think I said in the last video, I be recording and recording and I never put the videos out. So, hey, Jenna's Life. How you doing today? This is an impromptu live, y'all. I was about to record some content and I was like, let me just go live because I don't feel like editing. Hopefully, I don't, cuss too much on here. I don't cuss a lot, but where are you from, Jenna's Life? I'm just asking because your name. I have a good memory, and I usually remember the names that come across on my comment section. And I am so sorry, your name. I don't think I've seen that before. But the way you say, hey, I know you have. Oh, can you turn your camera? Oh, girl, a mess. Let me see. Oh, can I turn it straight? I don't know if this thing. Oh, let me see. I don't know if it can go straight. Okay, hold on a second. Because this is a phone, y'all. This ain't a camera. Y'all know I'm still opposed to buying a camera for some reason. Cheap, that's all. Oh, let me see. Can I rotate it like this? Let me see. Nope, that's from side to side. Okay, Lord. I don't know if this thing will go up and down. Give me a. Y'all. Okay, let me try to prop it on something then. Because it won't go up and down. Oh, now my greenery showing. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Let me see if I can get. Oh, goodness. Is that better, Jenna? I think that's. Oh, it's so foggy now. How's the quality? Is it horrible? Because it look horrible on my. You know what, child? I'm blocking. Okay, let me figure this out, y'all. This. Let me see if I can use. I'm just trying anything. Show your costume. Oh Lord, here we go. Hello from India. Okay, these are some people that's not even subscribed to my channel, but let me try to figure this out, y'all. I'm gonna prop this thing up. It's all kind of people come on lives. Maybe I shouldn't have made it public. Maybe I should have just made it for subscribers. Ooh, Lord, I'm gonna block these people. Okay, I'm not even gonna pay them people attention. Y'all know my channel is majorly centered around nursing, so all these. I'm just waiting on my regular subscribers. How can I block? Ooh, Lord. Hey, Beyond Blessed. That name is familiar. I don't know who all these other people on here, and I don't know how to block them. Let me see if I can hit them and block them. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Okay, I think I got that person. Let me get this person. I'm trying to hide these people that keep popping up. I didn't know that happens online, but I guess. Ooh, how do I block new viewers? I see how to hide. Oh, Lord. I've hidden some people who popped up on here. Now we down to 12. That's good. Probably those 12 are my regular subscribers, hopefully. But let me wait till I see some more familiar names. And Jenna, was it Jenna from Miami? Let me see. Are you new to the channel, Jenna? Okay, let me go ahead and block this person because I don't know who that is. I don't know why people just come on and like be spamming your lives. Or that's crazy. Why would you do that? I can see just watching, but just coming on saying all kind of crazy stuff. Anyway, y'all, I just decided to go live because, like I said, I be recording content and then I erase it, or I'll edit the whole video and I erase it. And I've been subscribed to you for I won't forget your name from now on. No, I know that. I just the name doesn't sound familiar. For years now, I feel bad. But welcome. I just came on here because I got some little purchases and I need y'all. Did I put all my bags in here? So I need y'all help on telling me what to wear with these pants I bought. They some old fashioned like pants that we used to wear like in the 90s. And I was trying to figure out what the top to put with it, what type of top to put with it. And I said, let me ask my subscribers what they'll do, because when I showed y'all my Didi's haul, Shonda, she recommended I wear something I wear with my pink pants, and I wore it. And no, I think she said the pink pants she would wear them as nursing scrubs. No, but anyway, let me show y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all some of the things, my latest purchases. Instead of doing all that unboxing and stuff, I'm not even gonna go through that. And I'm about to take this bird's nest off my head. These are these clip-ins that I've had for over a year now. I put them in, but it's too much to keep up with because you got to keep wetting them and conditioning and moosing and all that. And when you don't, this is what happens. This thing was so big the other day, I just put it in 2 pigtails, and I'm tired of doing that. So I'm about to show y'all the clip-ins that I purchased that I'm about to put in my hair. It's some straight yaki. I was going to go back to the braids, but I'm tired of taking the braids out. Them things take 6-7 hours. Y'all, I can't do the, I mean, I love braids. I just don't like taking them out. No need to feel bad. Can you please do a video on your program? Oh, congratulations. I was talking to one of my peers that I met here in the, well, not here, because y'all know I'm in my apartment. I come here on the weekends, but where I live. And she was just telling me, she might be catching this live. I don't know. I'm going to try to get back. I'm not even going to lie to you, Natasha. I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't even going to lie and say I'm going to do daily videos. I know it's not happening. And it's even worse because we're not allowed to record on my job site anywhere on the premises. That's grounds for firing. So I can't even do it on my lunch breaks unless I drive off of the job site. And y'all know I say that's going to be the job to take me on out. So I ain't trying to risk it getting fired. One of my coworkers might come across my video one day, and even though I didn't tell anybody I'm on YouTube, and they might notice the background and report me. So I'm not even taking them chances. My LP in the RN program, like I was saying, I was talking to one of my peers today, and she failed her nursing fundamentals. She's starting the whole program, and she's going for her LPN. And my heart just went out to her because I said, I wish she would have talked to me before she went to the school she went to, which she probably wouldn't have listened to me anyway. But it's the school that I bridge for my LP and RN. I don't recommend anybody to go to that school. Like, do not go to that school. Do not. And I told her if she would have talked to me before she started that program, I would have recommended another program for her to go to. But I told her, being that she's in the beginning of her journey, go ahead, and because she failed that class and she has to wait like 2 semesters to take it until next summer again, I told her go ahead and apply to another school. I suggested another school for her to apply to. I said, you'll get in. You'll have options, but I do not recommend anybody go to the school I went to. Yeah, y'all, and my arm's so weak, and to be up there doing, let me tell you, that last set of braids I had in, I cut my hair to get the braids out. I was like, I don't show my hair anyway, which is sad to say like that. I just cut my hair to get the braids out because I think I was up till 1 o'clock taking them braids out. Jenna, I studied in groups. I had to because my LPN program wasn't easy to me, but I was young. I was like 21, and I don't know why I just found it easy, my LPN program. But that was back in, like I said, that was what, 20 years ago. My RN, y'all, I had so many mental breakdowns for that bridge program. I had to study in a group because, hey, Jazz, I had to study in a group because I couldn't read the book, listen to lectures, and study the PowerPoints. It was too much for me as somebody who was a mother, and I had other obligations. I was still working. So I had to study in a group because there were people in our groups who read the books, and they would give us information that we didn't get in class during lecture or wasn't on the PowerPoints. And so we had some people who read the books, and we had some people who were strictly PowerPoints, and then we had some people who were good at correlating stuff from lecture to actual practice. And so that's how I studied. I was at the library 45 days with my group studying, and I didn't fail not one test. I guess that's what you consider failing because you had to have an 80 to graduate. And I did make, I think, like a 72 on my first test. Y'all know your first two tests in classes are the hardest. Those are the tests that weed you out, your first two. So, yeah, I feel like if you get through your first two tests and you got an average of like 68, stay the course. Because the first two are always going to be the hardest in class. Those last two seem to always be easier. That third test, I'm going to say most people average around an 85. And that last test, people make like 90s. And so I feel like I said, I studied though, and I had to do it in a group. And when I tell you I recorded lecture and I would walk my dogs and listen to the lecture over and over and over again. And that's how I passed, y'all. I hated my bridge program though, because we had so many papers to write. Like I was in the BSN program. I hate it. I didn't even go to my graduation. Well, y'all already know. I didn't go to my graduation for my ADN nor my BSN. I don't regret it either, but everybody's not like me. I'm a little different. But I was so through with the instructors for that bridge program, I didn't want to see them again. I put on my all white. I went to the practice. I didn't even participate in the practice. I went to the practice. Once they finished, my group that we studied with, we took pictures, and that was the wrap. So that's how I passed my classes. I studied in groups and I listened to the lectures over and over. Thank you, Jazz, for the glasses. I get all my glasses from Zenni. They are very affordable. I think the highest I paid for glasses is like $21. I take my prescription, send it off to Zenni, and what comes. Now they're probably, they're easy to break. I'm not gonna lie to you. But at one point, I probably had like 10 pair of glasses. But my son used to break my glasses. Y'all know my youngest is autistic. I don't like to too loud because he in there. But he used to break my glasses so much. But yeah, these are from Zenni. I worked during the program, Jenna. I worked weekends. And I did the Baylor program, which is I would work 2 12-hour shifts and they would pay me for 32 hours. And school is a lot, but it doesn't last. When you're actually doing the classes, they didn't last all day, the type of program I went to. So like on Monday, I would have 2 classes. So I had the rest of the day to go. So I would roll through and pick up like a 3 to 7. Them little 4 hours count, especially when you got a water bill, phone bill, stuff like that. Those 4 hours are paid for that. If you're an LPN already, I'm going to say that. Even if you're a CNA, them 4 hours took care of my water bill. Them 4 hours of work took care of water bill. Another 4 hours take care of a cell phone bill. But I did Baylor program. I had to work. And I purchased the house right before my last semester of the RN program too. So I would recommend working if you have to, if you got to pay the bills. Because the money if you get financial aid, it ain't enough to pay. It depends on how you got to live. See, it was me and my kids. My kids were young. They weren't working. I had to buy groceries. I had bills to pay. Had to have gas to get back and forth to school. So I had to work. If if I had a better option, I wouldn't have worked, but I had to. Beyond blessed, I don't never cook. I don't like to cook. Have I told y'all that before? I don't like to cook. And I've never, and I'm not gonna lie, when my kids was younger, I would attempt to cook, but I get bored with cooking. If I gotta be standing over a stove, it ain't for me. I used to cook for Thanksgiving. I don't cook for Thanksgiving. I send my sister, I need to send her this money now. I send her enough money to put in on the meals that she can make enough, because my sister loves to cook and I got a friend that loves to cook. I send my sister enough money to put in for the meal so that me and my kids can come eat and take a plate home. One year I paid my friend to make my Thanksgiving dinner. And I don't like to cook, so I know I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving. I'm actually working a double on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm working a double on Thanksgiving. My family said that we can do Thanksgiving that Friday just because I'm not able to make it that Thursday because they want me there. Because I come with the games, y'all. I come with the games. I'm that auntie that had the games, and some of my games consist of money. Like, they win money. So I've been seeing these different games on Facebook. And last year, the last couple of years, we played games. Last year, I think I put in it's probably about a total of like $300 in prizes for the games we played. And it's just for the kids to play. So yeah, and y'all know I work for the state. I'm so happy. So we get paid for Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, and we get paid whether we work it or don't work it. So yeah, I'll get paid. I think the time will go in towards my holiday time if you work it, and if you don't work it, it'll be on your paycheck. So yeah, I'll get paid for Thanksgiving, and I'm working a double, so I'm going in at 3, not getting out till 7 that morning. But like I said, my family was observing Thanksgiving that Friday, so yeah, yep, that's how it goes. Let me see. Let me try to put this back down. Okay, yeah, y'all. Did I show y'all my nails? I went and got my nails done. I didn't show y'all because I recorded and I didn't put a video out. So I saw this picture on Facebook of somebody's toes that were like this. And I said, oh, I'm going to do my nails like that. So my nails and my toes are just like this. I have the little things on the big toe. And then this is on my second toe. So yeah. I'm just a real girly girl, y'all. Even though I be around here looking like I got a mop broom on my head sometimes. I just love getting my nails and I love going shopping. I'm trying to do better. Let me show y'all what I purchased though, because I was going to try to put this in a video. Now I don't have to. So if y'all work nights or even daytime, because it's getting cold, these are just some little suggestions, which y'all probably already know. Y'all probably already do this anyway. But so I used to work in the hospital at night, and I used to freeze. I used to be wearing mittens and all that at the hospital, looking very unprofessional. But they will freeze you in the hospital, and they will freeze you in a nursing home too. I'm gonna answer you about the books, Beyond Blessed, but you gotta tell me what genre you like, because I used to read all kind of books, crime, mystery, historical. I love historical books, but now I'm into more romance novels. So you have to tell me what your genre you like. But so y'all, I went to Rose's. Y'all know I'm cheap. I don't like to spend a lot of money. And they had these tights for like $6.99, just regular tights. Some people wear around the house and throw on and go to the grocery store, stuff like that. I wear these under my uniform pants, y'all, at work. It keeps you nice and warm. So they have some, I think, for like $3.99, but they have designs on them. But just some regular tights. Every winter. Ooh, okay, hot girl, or Beyond Blessed, child. I don't do the Thriller because I don't do the Thriller anymore. I know what people like to say, Freedom McFadden, I think, but I've never read any of her books. But the urban romance, child, I could tell you some good ones. Saki right now reading. I told y'all about Saki Speakeasy channel. She right now reading Tempted. She's reading the Danger Brothers series by India Carter. That's good, y'all. I've already read it, but well, I do Audible a lot, but she's doing it now. That's a good series. But let me finish showing y'all. So those tights are a good investment for the wintertime, y'all, to wear under your uniforms. And so y'all know long johns. I used to put long johns on my son because, you know, he's so tiny and it'd be cold. But sometimes I buy him just like little. I'm not saying y'all can do that for y'all sons now. Y'all can do it for your daughters though. Put some little tights under their clothes in the wintertime. And so let me see what this is. I said I was not gonna be on Amazon this much, y'all, but I did good. I didn't spend much on Amazon, but this is the first purchases I think I got on Amazon this month. And the month is almost gone. But let me see what it is. Oh, so these are just cords. So I'm trying to find activities for my son to do to keep him entertained, so that he's, you know, and won't be so destructive. He's been good since we've been coming here on the weekends. He liked coming here. And I bought my niece's Wii system, but she didn't have the cords. So these are just the cords to a Wii system. I'm going to hook it up and see how he liked playing the Wii. I know that's an old system, y'all, but I'm not a gamer. I've never been in the game. So she recommended it, and I thought that was a good idea because it's interactive. And hopefully he'll like it. So I also purchased this off Amazon, y'all, because y'all, I'm out of privacy. This is why I'm fat, y'all. Fat. So even though I get my nails and my feet done, so I love my girl. She's my nephew's wife, actually. She does real good with nails. But y'all, she is slow. And so by the time she gets to my feet, I've changed my mind about getting a full pedicure because I'll be there for like 3 hours, y'all, and 2.5 me just on my nails. I love her, y'all. She do so good. So I've decided to start doing my own pedis to the best of my ability, and maybe going once every other month, because I used to get a pedi at least once every 3 weeks. So I purchased this on Amazon to try to start, you know, doing a little something. This thing hard though. Oh God, my feet ain't that rough. Ooh, this feel like a damn cheese grater. Oh God, I don't know, y'all. I might not be able to use this. I got this to do some to like scrape my feet. Y'all hear that? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I might not be able to use that. I don't know. And it looked like I'm missing. Y'all, it's about to be a time. So y'all, I bought some more clip-ins, but I bought 2 packs, and this ain't 2 packs. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with Amazon. I'm missing some hair. I wonder if my hair in my Sunday. Ooh. Let's see. Maybe it's in here. Oh, I was about to have a fit, y'all. Okay. This better be my other pack. Child, I only got 1 pack of my hair. Oh. In my face, y'all. In my face. So I bought some clip-ins, and what I do is I'll buy 2 different lengths. So these are 16. That lighting is bad. I'm about to move y'all to some better lighting. Child, I can't get over that cheese grater for my feet. I don't know if I'm gonna be scrubbing my feet with that thing. So this is the 20-inch. see. Oh, it is yucky too. It should blend in real good with my hair. I'm sorry if the camera quality is not that good. Y'all know I still haven't bought a camera. I don't like learning new things when it comes to technology. I'm not that girl, and it's hard enough. Oh, this is my son about to walk by here on the laptop now. So, can y'all see? One is 16-inch and one is 20-inch. What's up, Rez? You okay? You okay? Okay. Go ahead and sit back on the couch. So y'all see the difference, 16-inch and 20-inch? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 16-inch in the back. So it'll fall about right there. And I'm going to put the 20-inch closer to the top. So hopefully they'll fall. I mean, I guess if I want it real long, I could put the 20-inch in the, but I'm putting the 16-inch in the back, and then I'm putting the 20-inch in the top. So, oh, and I bought some pens too, y'all. I saw one of my coworkers. She had these pens at work, and they felt so good against my skin when I was writing. She told me she got them off of Amazon. So I bought these pens off Amazon. Look at the color. Look at the fall colors, y'all. And they feel so good. Like, they feel good. I hope they will. Hers, when I used hers, it did write well. Ooh, ooh. Oh, my. Ooh, they write so smooth. Oh, yes. I'm going to be mad if somebody steal my pen. Y'all know we have pen thieves at work. They are nice. Oh, they write so good. But here they are. I got the fall colors. They are so pretty. She got the pastel colors. I fell in love with the way hers wrote. And so I said I had to order. It feels so good. Like, holding it feel good. And it looks so pretty and dainty in my hand. I need to do better. I am really a girly girl. And yeah, I'm going to, oh, I didn't, where's my bag? Oh, I bought my son these from Roses too. I always get him a few pairs of these for the winter. Some sleeping pants. Only $5.99, y'all. And they're nice and warm. I don't even have, I was going to show y'all these pants that I got to, I'm going to a friend of mine. She's having a birthday dinner, and then she's having, we're supposed to be going somewhere tomorrow, Saturday night as well. And I bought these pants, and I wanted y'all to show me what shirt to wear with them. And I left the pants in the car. I don't feel like going to get them and coming back. Let me bring one of my stools over here to sit down. How did I forget to bring the pants in the house? Okay, so I forgot to bring the pants in the house. But I wanted y'all to tell me what kind of shirt I should wear, because I'm thinking about getting a graphic tee and cutting it up and wearing it with it, because they're black pants, and you know how they're cargo style, and they have white thread. They're wide leg, and they have white thread all through them. And I was thinking maybe I should get me a what did I just say, y'all? Graphic tee, and cut it up and then wear it with the pants. I think that's gonna be nice. I wish I could show it to y'all, but I don't feel like going in that car. And then I gotta get my daughter something for her birthday. Her birthday is Monday, and y'all know me. She about to get some perfume. She be stealing mine anyway. She done used up almost all that perfume that's being used. She used my perfume because I don't wear perfume at work because I know people are sensitive to it. And even when I go step out somewhere, I just step out once a week, if that, sometimes every 2 weeks. So I don't even get to wear my perfume. My daughter wears it all, so I'm gonna go buy her maybe 2 bottles of perfume for her birthday and give it to her. But so Beyond Blessed, some urban romance. I can tell you romance. I don't know thrillers. But some of the books that I really liked, the Danger series by India Carter. Girl, love them. They're like in my top five. My top five. I would say the Danger series is in there. Um, I don't know if you've read the Ethic and Butterfly series by Ashley Antoinette. Nothing but toxicity and trauma, but I love it. I love her series so far. I think that's the best series I've ever read in the book. Although it's been times where I would want to throw my phone because I get so frustrated. It actually gave me a headache reading that book. And I say if a book can like elicit that type of response, it's a good book, child. That Ethic and that Butterfly series, I'm gonna say that's like number one. But a lot of people can't handle it. I hear a lot of people say they just couldn't do it. It was just too much, and they do get to be too much. But I always got to know what's going on next. So that's another urban romance. Um, Demon's Dream. I know if you read books, you've heard about that one. That is, I recommend. I when people ask, because I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook, book groups. Demon's Dream, probably as a standalone book, is probably the best one. Um, it's probably the best one that I'm gonna say read, because I didn't actually read it. I listened to Saki read it, and it's, girl, that book is good, huh? Let me tell you, 700 and something pages, and it's worth every page. Losing Control was good too. It's kind of tied with Demon's Dream, but Demon's Dream is better. Losing Control is by Lady Nisha, and I heard she has a lot of good books that have a lot of humor in it. And I haven't gotten around to ordering her books because they're not on Audible. But I'm gonna try to get Saki to read some of them, so I don't have to order them. But I might just order them. I don't really have time to sit down and read. Now, when I was like forever, like since I was a child, I don't know, some of you are the age I am, but y'all remember like the highlights magazines they used to have in school back in the day, and y'all know that big encyclopedia set that everybody mama had back in the day, and the children Bible stories and stuff. Like I used to read all the time, and I would probably read the whole encyclopedia set, definitely all the children Bible stories. Used to get all the highlights in magazine. Like I used to read as a child a lot. I used to read books. I'm a Charlotte's Web, Pippi Longstocking, Of Mice and Men. That's me. Girl, you gonna love Demon's Dream. When I tell you, you gonna wish that the book didn't end. Demon's Dream is one of them books that if you got to work the next day, you might be calling out, or you might be going to work with bags under your eyes because you're not gonna want to put the book down. So if you're gonna start reading it in the daytime. That way you'll be done before it's time to go to bed at night. Or if you work a 12-hour overnight shift or something, you'll get through. It'll get you through the whole shift. It's so good. But yeah, so I'm like, let me see, Charlotte's Web, Pippi Longstocking. Y'all remember when our grandparents used to have those Harlequin Quinn romance novels that we were too young to read? I used to read them romance novels, child. I probably used to be like 9, 10 years old reading those romance novels. What else? Those are probably the only like romance novels I read as a young girl. I never was really into urban romance novels as I got older, because I started reading like John Grisham, James Patterson. My first, I'm gonna say my first like urban book that I read was the Mama Ruby series by Mary Monroe. And I was in my 20s when I read that. I just wasn't really, I used to read the romance novels that my grandmother had because that's the only books that was around for me to read at that time. And like I said, I was like 9, 10 years. Well, no, I probably was like 11 then. So I used to read those. And I used to be when I was younger, I was heavily into soap operas. So those Harlequin books were like soap operas to me. And then I got out of reading as I got older because I child popping out kids and stuff, wasn't reading as much, started working. And then when I got back into reading, like I say, I started with like Mama Ruby series. Yeah, that girl, Mama Ruby is a mess. I couldn't put her book down. I think I wasted a whole 2 days reading that series. I couldn't put, and that's one thing about a physical book. When I get into it, I don't want to do nothing else for the day, and I gotta finish the book. If it's that good, I'm not gonna move. If I'm on a couch, I'm gonna be on that couch until that book is over. And that's the only downfall with reading a physical book for me, is because I can't dedicate the time to reading it. That's why I'm a little hesitant about buying these other books, because outside of, well, I mean, I guess I got time at work because I have a lot of downtime at work at night. But if a book is good, I don't want to do nothing but read the book. But all the audio books, I can just be up and around. Like I was listening to a book before I started this. But yeah, so Mama Ruby, and then I like a lot of historical books. I think y'all might not remember when I had that thing up there about listening to war documentaries and stuff. I love anything about World War I and II, World War II especially. I can sit there and listen to a audible documentary book concerning anything World War II. So like the Warsaw Orphan, Across the Rooftops. Now who are the authors of these books? I don't know because it's on Audible. But the Orphan was had me in tears. Across the Rooftops, that's another good book about World War II. When We Were Brave, that's another good one about World War II. Let me see. Well, you didn't ask about historical, but if anybody like historical books, those are some good ones. Concerning the war, those are some good ones. And lately, it's just been, ever since I got introduced to Saki Channel, it's just been urban romance. And let me tell you, them things that have you looking at your man like, I ain't too sure about you. I don't know. You ain't acting like homeboy in this book, child. You'll be looking sideways at your man. You had to bring yourself back to reality. Like, girl, this just a book character. Now, you don't measure your man by this book character, because your man gonna lose every time. So, but yeah, so Demon's Dream, Losing Control. What's some other good ones? Alexandria House. I like her books. I enjoy her books, but not as much as the ones that I've told you about. But she has some good books too. Very enjoyable. Just look at her whole catalog, child. I haven't read a book by her, or listened to a book by her yet I didn't like. Christina C. Jones. She has a catalog. Some of her books, like, so when I rate books, I rate them on a 5. 5 means I'm going to repeat that book, because I'll listen to a book back to back sometimes if it's that good. 4 is it's a good book, but I'm probably not going to repeat it, but it's a good book. Then 3 and under, it's like I could have did without it, but it's all right. Christina C. Jones has a lot of 4s and 5s for me. The Catch Me If You Can series is a good series. She dabbles in mystery too, a little bit of mystery in some of her books. That series, you won't put it down, because you're going to want to know what happens next. One thing I like about her that I don't see in other Black authors' books, and not to say that I know so much about Black authors, but hey, Dawn, not to say I know so much about Black authors, but one thing about her books is her characters have jobs, like out of the box jobs that you really don't typically think about. A person having, like, she be having FBI agents, IT people. The characters in her book, they didn't all grow up in the hood, and they didn't grow up with certain type of lifestyles that you see in a lot of urban romance books. Her characters just have such good careers and stuff, and I like that. I like her books. So yeah, those are some good ones. If you read those and tell me what you think about them, Dawn, I'd be thinking about doing a book YouTube channel, or maybe incorporating some of my reviews on these books, because I was reading a book last night by Dania Marie. I'm reading listening to one of her series now, and I started through my phone last night when they dropped the bombshell in one of her books, but I was like, girl, temper yourself, because reading that, girl, you don't want to buy another phone because you cheap. So temper yourself, child. Hold on to your phone. They're gonna resolve it at the end of the book anyway. But anyway, so hi Dawn, how you doing? Um, what else going on, y'all? I told y'all my friend having a dinner tomorrow. I'm picking my mother up and taking her to that dinner, try to get her out the house because she don't like to leave her house. And that's about it. Not too much else going on. I wish I would have brought them pants in here. Because I know if Shonda was to see this later, she probably had me some good suggestions on something to put on with them pants. Um, I still been doing my little workout with. Let me tell y'all, they say you're not supposed to you can't target exercise, but I disagree. Cause let me tell you, I be working with them dumbbells. So I got the 20-pound dumbbells at the house. I have the 10-pound dumbbells here. I got the 5-pound wrist and ankle on weight things, and I got the 2-pound ones that I walk in at work. Let me tell y'all, me working with them dumbbells, I couldn't get this shirt on. Like 2 months ago, I couldn't get the shirt on my arms 2 months ago. I got it on, y'all. That targeted workout is it's working. I don't care what people say, it's working. Um, my arms, I'm able to get shirts. Even my uniform shirts, the one I wore yesterday, that thing used to be so tight on my arm that you know how you can't even get the seam up right here. It'd be somewhere down here because you can't get the shirt. It went right on up. I had a little room in my arms. That targeted workout is it's working. I'm still trying to do my low carb, and I put the 5-pound ankle weights around my ankles, and I lay in the bed and I lift my lift my legs up like back to my abdomen and put it. You know how you just lift them up, put it down, and like when I go down with my legs, I'll come up with the dumbbells, and I come down with the dumbbells and up with my legs. That works that little pouch down there at the bottom because of the resistance from the weight on your ankles. That's working too. I don't suggest you do that though, unless you talk with your doctor, because everybody might not be able to handle all that. But that's working too, because my little pouch, even though it's still there, I can tell in my clothes it's not as big as it was. I think me doing low carb is helping that out as well with losing some body fat. I hadn't weighed myself only because when you build muscle, it'll kind of throw off the scale. So I'm more so going towards looking at how my clothes feel. But I work with them weights, child, probably about 5 days a week. Only time I really skip doing it is when I work them overnight 12-hour shifts because I be too tired to even pick them weights up. I went to work the other day. Went to work the other night, and then people had me training for supervisor. You talking about somebody was upset? And they told me when they hired me that all RNs have to train for a supervisor because they be needing people to work in the office. And yeah, I didn't like it, y'all. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Because as a supervisor, you gotta answer calls, like, because there are some, I never really said the agency I work in, but if you can put two and two together, you'll know the agency I work for with the state. But if there's a call in a home of any potential injury or anything going on, you as the supervisor you have to go out, jump in a state car, drive to that lodge, see what's going on, deal with it, come back. You might get another call. You got to drive to that lodge. I don't like doing all that. Put me in the building. Let me stay there my entire shift. That's what I want to do. That being that supervisor. Some nights you may not have a call at all. But even with that, you in there by you. I mean, I'm not saying by myself bother me because I can listen to my books for a whole 12-hour shift if I don't get a call and I'm good. But I don't know. I'd rather be in a building with my patients, and it kind of helped the hours go by because like for an hour and a half, yeah, it is a lot. And the supervisors, they was trying to tell me it's not that bad. Some one of them, she was like, "This is the job that you get that you retire. Like that position is one when you're ready to retire." And then the other one, she was saying that she worked in the hospital and the stress levels and stuff. She went through a bout of cancer, and after that, she needed something less stressful. And the stress level is different from working in the hospital. Now, it's nowhere near like working in the hospital, being a supervisor there, but it's not what I want to do. I don't want to do that. Put me in the building. Let me stay. Even if you put me in a building that's not the one I'm assigned to. If you put me in the building for my shift, I'm going to complete my shift in that building. I don't want to be going from building to building to building. Yeah, just give my patients in my chart, and we good for the rest. Even if I don't know the patients, I'm just meeting them. Within that first hour, I'm gonna know my patients well enough to get through the shift. Don't be sending me here and there. And it's cold. You got to heat up the van before you can get in it to drive off. So you sitting in there in the cold. And they didn't understand why I didn't want to do it. They was like, it's not bad. They was like, the majority of the nights you won't even get a call. But I was like, yeah, I said, I'm going to be totally honest with y'all. I don't like it. I have to tell them. I was like, I don't like it. I'm just being totally honest. And the only way I would have to do it is if one of them call out and it's a night that I'm working, they're going to put me in there to be the supervisor. Or if the day shift supervisor want to leave early and I'm working already, they're going to put me in there to finish her shift until the night shift come in, which they said it probably only happened, they said it'll probably only happen maybe once or twice a month, but that's still too much for me. Yeah, they always say it's not bad, and it's probably not bad to them because a lot of nurses, even if they worked in the hospital and worked with having patients and having charts, they'd rather not do that. Like, they don't want to pass medicine. I don't mind. Let me pass my medicine and be done with it. But yeah, I think they don't like, because they don't want to be in the building passing medicine. But I'd rather pass the medicine. Like I say, I have, at the most, I might have 10 patients. They're called consumers. So that kind of tell y'all what type of agency I work in. They're called consumers. At the most, I might have 10. I have my permanent building. I know my consumers. I love my consumers. I love my consumers. I be in there singing to them, dancing. A lot of them are bed bound. We are the only type of engagement they get. Us being the nurses and the support staff, we are the only engagement they get. And I just love them. I be in there talking to them. A lot of them are nonverbal, but I be in there talking to them like they're having a conversation with me. And I know they know my voice, because I can walk in and their backs can be turned, and I kind of gave some of them nicknames, even though I probably shouldn't have. But one of them looked like Christopher Reeves to me, a younger Christopher Reeves. So when I walk in the room, I'm like, hey, Superman. And when I tell you, he just light up and he already know I'm talking to him. And the other one, I sing a little jingle. I made a jingle out of his name. So as soon as I walk in the room, I start singing the jingle and he just light up. So they know me now. I've been there since July, but they know me. Yep. I don't know. I guess because I'm happy on the job. So it comes across to my consumers. And I be looking out for them too, because sometimes, child, I be like, a lot of these nurses, they didn't work in acute care, so they don't notice the signs of something possibly, something starting or infection starting or something. They don't know the signs because they never worked in acute care or long-term care. And so when I notice things, honey, I try to nip it in the bud as soon as I get there. 2P to 6A. 2P to 6A. Oh, ain't that 16 hours? Let me, 2 to 10 is 8 hours. Yeah. So you do 16 hours, 60 long-term care. What is a QMA at night? What is a QMA? I don't know what that is. Is that a med tech? 60. Ooh. I've never done 60 at night. Long-term care, I'll refuse. They should be paying you another nurse's salary. See, let me know if you're in long-term care, because let me tell you something. These long-term care, they be trying to get over on people. Y'all know I love long-term care, but I have my limits. I'm not taking 60 at night. I'm not doing it. 40 is my limit. Maybe 44 if the acuity is low, like I don't have a bunch of G-tubes. I don't have to crush a bunch of meds. Nobody's a trach. And 44 is a stretch. 40 really is my limit. If you're doing 60, you saving the company, because they should be paying the second nurse to possibly do half of those patients. So they saving money. So the med aid passes meds to some of those 60. You're just over her because you're, I don't, are you an RN or LPN? But either way, you're over her because you're a licensed nurse. 60 is still a lot though. I mean, the med aid is passing meds though. Do you have to do something with all 60? Do you have to actually work? Like, do you have to, other than checking in on them, making sure they're breathing, do you have to do anything with all 60 of them? Or does the med aid pass some of the meds for you? And what state you in? Because I haven't seen, in North Carolina, I worked in a long-term care facility where they had med aids, and that was new to me. But we don't do, they don't do it in South Carolina. That any facilities that I've worked in. Oh, she take all the keys, so she passed meds to 60 people. Child, I couldn't do it. I I've never done it. I couldn't do it. 60, because when it boiled down, I couldn't do it. That's a lot. 60 people. So she passing meds to 60 people, or you're passing meds to some of them? I be seeing things on YouTube where people be saying they have 60 patients at night, and I don't. They don't do us. I mean, I ain't never did that in South Carolina. Oh, okay. That's a little better. So the other 45, you making sure they're alive throughout the shift. You making sure everybody make it to see the morning. Okay. I could probably do that. Yeah. You giving them Synthroids and them Prilosec, checking them AM. Well, sometimes they don't even put the AM blood sugars on night shift. So okay, giving meds to 15. I could do that. I just feel like the number of patients though, because you are responsible for all of them. So if something was to occur with 2 or 3 of them patients at night, they're your responsibility. But 15, yeah, if you only giving meds to 15 of them, I understand. I hope they paying you well though, because you still saving the money. They probably should have an extra nurse. You saving them an extra nurse's salary. Oh, no blood sugars, okay. But you still saving them an extra nurse's salary because they don't have like preset ratios, so they say. But I'm pretty sure they should have a second nurse with those with the number being 16. Even though the acuity is low, they probably still should have a second nurse. But but I hope they paying you real well. I don't know what the pay rate is, and it's different in different regions. But I hope you're getting paid very well for night shift and 60 patients. And I can't say what very well is in your area because I don't know the cost of living. Um, but I hope you're getting paid very well. Yeah. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to think, have I ever had 60 patients? Oh, okay. So they paying you extra. So you on like a Baylor program? It's like a Baylor program that you on? You work weekends? And they got this company around here called Fundamental. They have a weekender program where I think they pay an extra $10 an hour, but you have to work every weekend. Yeah, I think you have to work every weekend, but it's $10 an hour. Yeah, $10 more an hour. Oh, okay, they call it a power weekend. Oh, that's not bad. 15 patients. Then I'm looking at that bigger number, but if you only pass a meds to 15, oh yeah, that's doable. I'm sure you have a lot of downtime too. And I wonder why some places their 8-hour shifts be like 2 to 10, 10 to 6, 6 to 2, and then some are like in South Carolina. Everywhere I've worked, it's been 3 to 11, 11 to 7, 7 to 3. And you got no blood sugars, you good. Oh yeah, got them blood sugars. When I used to work, when I would do nights, where I work at now, nobody gets blood sugar in the building that I work. Nobody gets a blood sugar check, unless something goes on acuity wise, and or they are responsive, but we need to check their blood sugar. But I haven't even seen a blood sugar machine in the building that I work. That's something else I need to ask them about when I go back. Like, y'all even have a blood sugar machine here in case I needed to check somebody's blood sugar. But just about all my consumers are peg tubes, which just sound like a lot, but it really isn't. Yeah, it really isn't. Yeah, a lot of places have gotten away with, they'll let night shift check the blood sugar, but they can't administer any insulin because a lot of people when they work night shift, they'll check the blood sugar say around 5 or 6 a.m. and then they'll go to cover the person, but the person might not get breakfast till 8 a.m. It never made sense to me when they did this. That's why whenever I check somebody's blood sugar and say it put them in range of getting insulin, I would still give them a snack because it could possibly 2 hours before they eat, and you just gave this person some regular insulin. You never know how their sugar might drop before they even get breakfast. It never made sense to me to give somebody insulin, knowing they probably at the least they're gonna eat in an hour and a half. So some places I work, they'll check the night shift will check the blood sugar before they leave, but they weren't allowed to give any coverage. Day shift would give the coverage. It would be time for like 7:30 for the coverage, and they would use the blood sugar that night shift got when they checked it at 6 a.m. But anybody got any more questions about nursing, or let me see. There was a lot of noise outside this door. Anybody got any nursing questions I can answer while I'm on here? Because I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm probably going to take these clippings out, wash my hair, and install these clippings and style it some type of way. And I might record a video and put it out for at my friend's birthday party. I know she won't be opposed to me recording at her party. She had a cookout last week, and I was going to record, and then I got there, and there was so many people there, and I didn't want to get other people on the recording without their permission, and I didn't want to go around asking everybody, is it okay if I record you? So I didn't even record. And she had the place it was set up at. It was at she shared a birthday with one of her cousins, well, the same birthday week, and it was at him and his wife's house, and their backyard is set up so nice. They got fire pits, they got like the string lights around the backyard, they got a shed in the backyard. They got a nice patio. It's set up so nice. I know the wife. It's a small town, so just about everybody almost know everybody. I know the wife because I know the wife's mother, and I used to work with the wife. And I told her, I was like, girl, if you ever have anything in this backyard, message me. I'm coming. It was so nice. It was so nice. And the wife was so welcoming. I haven't worked with her in over 15 years, but I know she remembered me. But we weren't like friends or anything. But when I got there, she was like, Muriel, come sit with me over here. Come over here with me. Come, she was doing all that. So I was sitting with her. We was talking, and she had me cracking up. She's a newlywed. I think they just got married less than a month ago. But her backyard, all I kept telling her was, girl, I love your backyard. This is so nice. And she was like, oh, thank you. Me and my husband, we just be back here doing doing this and doing that. The neighbor will come across he'll be over the fence talking to us. I said, well, let me tell you, if you do anything in this backyard, let me know. I'm coming. She said, oh, I'll message you. I ain't really enjoying myself, but I didn't want to pull out my camera because those weren't my people. And I didn't want to just go around asking people, is it okay if I record you? I be doing so much, y'all. And I be so nervous still about recording. But on the weekends, ever since I got this apartment, y'all, I be out and about. I be out and about. I went to Savannah. Well, it's an area called Pooler, Georgia. We didn't go to Savannah. We went to Pooler. I had a nice time while I was there too. I just be so nervous about pulling out this camera recording. I don't know if I ever get comfortable with that. So, what else? I gotta finish decorating this apartment too, but I'm trying to stop spending money. Let me tell y'all about my pay. What happened? Well, it's real complicated, but what I will say is I owe the state some money, and it's not my fault. It's HR's fault. Behavioral health. So I worked at the psych hospital here before I transferred to this job. I guess that would be considered behavioral health. I did one shift at a behavioral health um, rehab place through Shift Key, and it was so easy. um, but I think it was easy for me because I worked at the psych hospital here first. But yeah, behavioral health is it's to me it's easy. But I can't. I mean, you got to just watch your back because somebody might swing on you, depending on the age population. I'm not saying the age population you work with, because when I work in psych at the psych hospital, I work with the elderly population. Y'all know I love my elderly population. But when I would get when they would move me to another lodge, I was a little nervous, y'all, because I was like, what if these people swing on me? Because you can't hit them back. All you can do is your defensive moves, but you can't hit them back. Um, and I used to be so scared. They used to be in a fight, and this one guy, he walked up with blood just all down his head. Somebody had to knock him in the head, and that's the only thing is you just got to watch your back, y'all. I even in the geriatric population, when I had to, because y'all know they had me working as the med nurse for so long, and I loved that position. And when they tried to move me into the position that I actually got hired for, I quit because I didn't want to be the assessment nurse. I liked being the med aide. But when I used to have to walk around the I mean, I didn't have to, but I was that med aide that I didn't wait for the support staff to bring them to the window. If I needed to check their blood sugar or give a shot or something, I would walk the lodge to go get them or administer it to them while they was out in population. But y'all, I used to be looking like this as I was walking, because some of them, you never know, they might just feel like, today I want to knock her in the back of her head. And so I used to be walking and just looking. But honey, I made sure everybody that walked past me, I'd be like, hey, so and so, how you doing today? Like, I made sure I spoke to them, because if you speak to them, they kind of get to know you. You might can avoid getting knocked upside the head. But in that women's lodge, I heard them women used to tear them nurses and tear them support staff up. I don't know what it is about working with women in those type of environments. Even where I work now, nobody want to go in the women's lodge because they say them women be cutting up in there. And I said, I can imagine, because of the hormones and them lodges, and they not co-ed. And women already catty as it is. I mean, even the ones who are supposed to be mentally intact, some of them, y'all know from even us working together, there's always something. And so, but nobody really be wanting to work the women's lodge. But I would say, yeah, the behavioral health. I mean, it's the truth. I used to be walking like, y'all, I used to be walking the lodge like this, walking, looking like this. And if I see somebody coming up in the back, I turn. I be like, "Oh, hey, son!" Like I used to be scared, because them nurses used to get beat up in the women's lodge. They never sent me. They sent me to the women's lodge one day, and I wasn't even there 5 minutes, and they sent me back to my lodge. And I was nervous, because you could walk by the building and you could hear all the noise outside. That's how bad it was. But they say the men's lodge and stuff, like working with the men in behavioral health, they say the men really protect the women. Even well, they say that, but I've heard about female nurses getting attacked in some behavioral health places, but they were told to never approach certain patients without having a guard or security with you. And this nurse, I guess she felt like she built up a rapport with the staff, and she went to administer some medicine to a patient, and the patient grabbed her, and assaulted her. So I guess you just got to be careful. How you doing, Gangsta Cap? Your name don't look familiar. We gonna see how it go though. But yeah, I would say yeah to behavioral health. And then I used to feel like I'm too friendly, and then I feel like they would take my kindness for weakness. And so that's why I used to be scared. That's why I would only agree to do it with the elderly population, because I said if nothing else, I can outrun them. If nothing else, they can't run faster than me. I don't care how big I am. I bet you I'll be a track star if one of them get on my. Yeah. Sometimes I miss my job too there, because when I sat and thought about it, even though I like where I'm at, y'all know I took a pay cut to come where I'm at. And sometimes I be thinking about it. I be like, did you really think this out? Because you came over here because you didn't like the job that they was going to put you doing, but you took a pay cut to come here and work night. And then I didn't like the fact that as the nurse doing assessments, everything, like if they put you as a charge nurse and stuff, everybody coming through the door come straight. And I was working day shift, so everything coming through the door is coming straight to you to ask you a million questions to make sure this got done, even though it was something that might have was scheduled to get done on days you wasn't there. Now you got to do it because maybe the person the day before didn't do it. I didn't like that. Don't bother me. I don't want to be answering no phones. I don't want to be answering no bunch of questions for the doctor. I don't want the social worker coming in here answering me no bunch of questions like, I'm here 3 days a week. I might have been off for the last 3 days, and you asking me questions about stuff that happened when I wasn't here. Now I got to be trying to research this stuff, and if it didn't get done, now you're looking at me to do it. Like, I didn't like that. But I was like, so you took a pay cut to come here because you didn't want to do that, and you're here working night shift, and you could have avoided all that stuff you complained about on the other job by just going night shift on that job, and you would have been making more money because you went night shift. So, how you doing, Miss Anna Snow? Your name look familiar. You could have went night shift, made more money, and not deal with all that headache you're complaining about because that stuff don't go on night shift. So sometimes I'd be like, girl, you move too fast. You didn't think this through. You really didn't think this through. And I know if I wanted to, I can go back to that job, and I can go back to them, and I can go back and do night shift because they were so short on night shift. And at first I considered going night shift, but I was like, I won't be able to stay up. I'm going to fall asleep. But I stay up on the job I'm at with no problem. No problem. And yeah, sometimes I regret it because I could have stayed there and just went night shift. I could have talked to the manager and be like, can you just put me on nights because blah, blah, blah. She would have did it because they were short on night shift too. The only reason I don't regret it is because there I would have had to work every other weekend, and here I'm off every weekend. That's really what it is. But I'm not going to, I say I'm going to stay on this job. I'm going to ride it on out. But sometimes I be thinking, girl, you took like a $400 a month, more than that, child. I think I took I probably took like a $500 a month pay cut when I could have just went nights and ended up with like a $300 a month increase. But it is what it is. I'm happy where I'm at, and there's so much overtime that I can make it up. Like I told them, I'm gonna start working over on some Thursdays instead of picking up on one of my days off. I'm gonna just stay over or come in early on one of the days I'm already working, because I love having my weekends, y'all. I love having my weekends. It's always stuff, especially in the winter months. I be having so much going on during the winter, like this place to go to, that place to go to. So, but I'm gonna get off here. Thank y'all for joining this live. I'm gonna probably go finish up the book I was listening to, fix me something to eat, and yeah, I'm not doing much today outside of that. But congratulations. Is it Slatiri Jackson? Thank you. You have a good weekend too. And I'm gonna do the video Jenna said about my LP and the RN. I'm gonna do a video about the bridge program. I think I got a video on here about it already, but I'm gonna make another one because I see a lot of people, they go back and watch my old videos, and I be like, let me update it because Slater. Oh, that's pretty, Slater, and they spell it Slater. Oh, okay, well, it's pronounced how it's spelled. It's just spelled a little differently. And where are you from, Slater? And are you nursing? Oh, you're nursing because you said behavioral health. And are you a guy or a girl? Because I can't tell by the name. Oh, you right here where I'm at. So you going to like a behavioral health hospital or like a short-term facility? Because I probably worked there and I can tell you a lot about it if I worked there before. Okay, I probably could tell you about it if I worked there. Well, it depends on what part of South Carolina you in. I worked in the Midlands. So, and I worked to one. Where was it? It was Sumter, I think. Sumter, South Carolina, that I worked, the one I worked. And I had such an easy night because it was my first night there. It was my own. I never went back. I didn't have, it wasn't, I have an issue though. I just worked that one shift and I never went back. I just needed some quick cash that shift, that day. But it was easy. It was boring and easy. Oh, you in the upstate? Okay, like Spartanburg area, somewhere in there. Inpatient hot. Oh, you'll like it. You'll like it. Depending on the population you work with, you'll like it. And it depends if you like to be busy all the time or you just like a lot of downtime. Because a lot of those behavioral health hospitals, it don't be busy. Well, let me not say that. Day shift be busy, but it's still not busy compared to working like acute care. But if it's behavioral health, you're gonna learn all the psychotropic drugs. You might be given injections. Cause that's all I really did at the psych hospital. I passed so much Depakote, Risperidone, Seroquel. I gave so many Invega injections and Risperdal injections. I done learned almost all the psychotropic drugs from working there. But it was, it was fine. You won't get any gray hairs working there. I can tell you that. It's real low key working in behavioral health. And the only other problem I had working in behavioral health is I feel like a lot of things that could probably be going on medically, they assign something mentally to it. And it's like, I'll be looking at it from a medical standpoint. This could be going on in this, with this person medically, but they're looking at it as these changes are all mental. That's the only thing I don't like. Because sometimes people can have something going on for months and months, and they'll say, "Oh, well, it's medical. He does. I mean, it's mental. He does this when this, and then the whole time the person can have a whole bowel obstruction, or you know what I'm saying, or something going on. But y'all think every change, y'all think it's just something mental, and y'all increase their Risperdal or increase this in medication when the whole time this person got a bowel obstruction or a UTI, something going on. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But outside of that, it was easy. It was easy. If I ever get to where I want my money back, I'll transfer back to that other place and go night shift. Cause it's still the state. I'll just have to wrap my mind around working weekends again. But I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I know it was real impromptu. If y'all have any other nursing questions, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. I try to be honest. I don't try to be honest. I'm honest. Everything is from my experience though, because I know a lot of people like they love the hospital and I can't stand it. And a lot of people hate long-term care and I prefer it. So thank y'all for joining and I will see y'all next time. Let me know how it go with the behavioral health hospital. After you've been there for 30 days, because you don't let me know after 3 days because you didn't get a full experience and get settled in After 30, if you go and you make it 30 days, let me know how you like it, because it's not bad at all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.